आज अगर मैं यहाँ एज ए वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ ICAI खड़ा हूँ, द इंटायर क्रेडिट गोज टू ऑल ऑफ यू. Let me tell you why. First of all, there is a word called statesman. And here is a person coming from Guwahati, unsuccessful in the Central Council 2-3 times. And then with his persistence and perseverance, got elected to the Central Council along with two of us, me and Sushil ji. And see the hard work, devotion and commitment which he has performed in the council in last 6 years. He got elected to the president of ICAI, not only ICAI, the president of World Congress of Accountants from Eastern region, first time in history of ICAI. ICAI never had the World Congress in India in last 114 years. A small place, Guwahati, a small person going to the pinnacle of the profession, an entire world has witnessed the kind of leadership he has displayed to the entire world, what ICAI is. And let me tell you, friends, he has become president, the story was not over. This year, showing his large heart, he ensured that this election, any one of us, me or Sushil Goyal, got elected to the vice president from this region. Nobody can do it. Me and Sushil ji also contested against each other. But we had a deal. We had a deal that in spite of being a competitiveness, we will support each other so that one of us can become the vice president. And that's why the small region could come up again back to back, which is a surprise to entire fraternity across the country. How this small region, eastern region, can become a vice president back to back. Because of our friendship, because of our brotherhood, and because of our trust in each other, we have shown to the world, if you have the merit, you have the commitment, and you have the friendship, anyone can reach to the top if you have these qualities. Thanks to Sushil sir and Devasis sir for reposing your trust. I may be lucky, even one of 32 will become the leader, but one amongst the all. It is one amongst the all, but together the institute has to go on. Because the person will come, person will go. The institute is for generation. 75 years of existence of this institute we have witnessed. And I don't know how many years the institute will go. Small contribution of every year of one small council member make this institute greater and greater. But talking about me, before that we have a president, Aniket Talati. He became the vice president in second term of the council, and we were in the third term of the council. So we were very skeptical, if second termer has started becoming, what will happen to us now? But I give full credit to the maturity of the council. The council said, term or region doesn't matter. You have to vote the person who can deliver, who is committed, and who can take the institute to the greater height. And the kind of thought process, the kind of deliberation, and the kind of innovation this young man brings to the table of the council, he is more mature than his age. He is 38, 39. But he will beat the person of 50, 60 years in terms of knowledge, experience, and innovation. And I'm sure under his leadership, the institute is entering in the 75th year of its existence. The institute will reach newer and newer height, set newer and newer benchmark, and I wish all of best to my young friend Aniket Talati. Devain Patro, I congratulate him for being elected as the new EIRC chairman. AC Chakravarti sir, I am half of his age. I am half of his age. I am blessed. I am blessed that I can witness to see him in the dais along with me, and he is showering his blessing on us. That I was the president in the year 80s, and you are going to be the president in 20s, new century. So you take this institute to the newer height. That kind of blessing he has showered on us today. All my regional council colleague, past chairman, past CCM, study circle member, yes, my wife Suman, my children, Sambi Bhabi, Mrs. Devasis Mitra, and all the members of this fraternity, I welcome all of you in this felicitation program. When I qualified CA in 2000, I also went to Guwahati. 1.5 years, I joined the firm of BP Agarwal, late BP Agarwal, Bhanu Prakash Agarwal from Calcutta. His office I joined in Guwahati. But 1.5 years I came back because the climate does not suited me in Guwahati. And I started my own practice. After 8 years, there is a restlessness in me. What to do? I got a minimum, a reasonable living, house, home, this office, the car, reasonable maintenance I got. Then what to do? This rat race was going on. How much money you need for a living? There is no end. So I had my elder brother who is no more. I discussed with him. I want to go for public service. He said, you want to go for public service, but there is a challenge. In the public service, if you do right, that's fine. There may be an occasion, even if you don't do the wrong, your bad name will prevail in the market. How to deal with that? Then he told me two things. Whichever organization you are going, if you follow the rules and regulation of that organization, and number two, not a single rupee personal benefit should accrue being your position in that organization. If you can maintain these two things, nobody can touch you. And let me tell you, friends, 13 years I'm in the council. 2 times regional council, 3 times central council. And in every council, every term, your support and blessing has increased from the last term. And nobody can say, even my wife cannot say, that I have taken 1 rupee benefit being a council member. And journey will continue like this. Now we are at the helm of affairs. This institute has 3 roles. One is the administrative part, registration, this, that, all this administrative part is there. One is the training and education of the student and member. And third is the regulating the quality of the profession. We have 3,70,000 members. If you see the analysis of these 3,70,000 members, 5 years and more, those who are FCA, In practice, there are 85%. In job, there are 15%, 1-5. If you go by the less than 5 year ACA, in practice, there are 25%. In job, there are 75%. This is the sea change of this profession of last 10 years. And going forward, this 3,70,000 member, hardly there will be a 1 lakh member in practice. And see the economy of this country. $3 trillion we are claiming. We have roughly calculated in AASB that the total financial transaction of this country, more than 70% of that are certified by directly or indirectly by chartered accountant. And now this government is hoping this country to be a developed nation in 2047. 3 trillion, 5 trillion, 10 trillion. And the number of practicing CA is not increasing in the way this is required to increase. So the entire burden to have a quality of audit of this entire huge country rests on this 1 lakh practicing chartered accountant. And if the quality of these practicing CA are not regulated properly, this institute cannot match with the vision of this government of this country. So what to do? We have two ways. With the permission of our president, either we can run this institute the way it is going on by taking care of some 100 people or 200 people, and the rest we should live the way we are going. Or we should have a drive how to reskill this 1,50,000 member so that they can live up to the expectation of the growth of this country and how they are more qualitatively regulated. We are entering in the 75th year of our existence. We have to introspect what we have achieved in the last 75 years and what will be the roadmap of this institute for next 25 years. I am hopeful that under the leadership of Aniket Talati, the president, and in the mine next year, within 2 years, we will lay the foundation in next 2 years, what will be the institute in next 25 years. Without favor and fear, because I have no godfather in ICAI. Nobody has made me the vice president. I am a self-made man with the support and blessing of my council colleague. Without fear and favor, we have to drive this institute to match the growth of this country, and if the government thinks that India will be the superpower in next 25 years, so will be the ICAI, will be the global best accounting body of the world. And in the process, in the interest of the profession, if we have to take some hard step, please support us. Thank you very much.